Oh, we don't have it. Huh? Yeah, but that's okay. Oh, did y'all see that when it cold? That's nice. But I took off your
You need their lineups? Hey, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, for the first pitch. The 2025 Division III non-select state playoffs. Malloy Miles starts it off with a ball. Up here trying to do 47 things at once, but we're ready to rock. Got my boy Boston in here for a softball game, man. He's getting his feet wet for the first time with something other than a basketball. How you doing, Boston?
I'm doing all right. It's been a minute since I've been with the LSPN crew. My brother Bentley been holding down, doing good, I heard. So
he has definitely held it down.
Had to come check it out, see what it's about over here at softball and baseball fields.
Lloyd Miles struggling a little bit to get in the strike zone. Tell you what, being down there on the field, it's hot today. It's the sun is cooking right now.
Yeah, producer Colton, he's sweating bullets over here.
Yeah, you guys got the windows open. You need to shut the door. Let's get the AC rolling. And foul ball. Let's see here. The way it's set up over here at this ballpark, if you announce a starting lineups, you got to go down to the softball field. When you do the live stream, you got to run back up to the press box. So we're trying to get our bearings together. This is Anna Ray in the box for North Webster.
Foul ball right there. Tell you what, I can already tell a difference between the sports already.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful day, though. Watching Malloy warm up. She looked like she was in the zone, so maybe struggling with that first batter. You got to think there's that changeup, and it's pretty devastating. Gets the first strikeout of the game. The Knights are going to bring up Carrie Ann Allen, who's catching today. Don't really know much about North Webster. I do know that I think they've won their last 8 games. Seems like they started a little bit struggling early on this season, but kind of got it together. French Settlement started off struggling as well, then really went on a tear, on a hot streak, kind of when they got those basketball players back, because most of these girls play basketball, and they had a pretty deep run in the playoffs. And then last couple weeks, they played some pretty tough competition and hadn't been able to get in the win column. But it's a different season now when the playoffs are around. And this French Settlement team, the last 2 years, have been in the state championship game. 2023 champs, and then lost last year in the final. Malloy gets the second out with a fly out to Ava Acosta over there at second base. What you been doing, Boston? How's school going, man?
It's been going pretty good. You know, we got spring break coming up this coming week, so today was our last day before spring break. So pretty excited about that. Get some time off, you know. Not much, though. What about yourself, Nolan?
It's been good, yeah. Spring break, my kids have been home. This is Adriana White stepping in, the first baseman. Hits a little bleeder over there to right. It gets into the outfield. So North Webster gets their first hit of the ball game. White will be on first base. That's going to bring up Josiah Bell.
Seen your post on Facebook. Your kid's been fully embedded in the spring break stereotypes, I guess I'd say.
Yeah.
Sleeping in late.
Yep, sleeping in late. Get a full night. Just immerse themselves in Xbox all night and then sleep all day and then want to wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I work from home, and so they wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and tell me good morning, and I wanted to slap them in the face, but I didn't. I didn't do that.
Where's the bacon and eggs, Dad?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm actually working right now. Strike one on Bell. Strike two on Bell. Quickly. Gotta love the clear picture we got going with LSPN. Look, you get professional grade stuff when you tune into this network right here.
Thanks to our lovely sponsors in the top left.
No doubt. I wonder if the LA Bulls have a softball program.
I don't think they do.
I don't think.
I
I know
just,
they did it
they
once.
just got baseball and basketball. But even basketball, I think we just got all boys sports over there, the Bulls. But then the Clippers got the girls sports, so.
It'll be a pretty full day at the ballpark here. Strike three goes down. That'll end the inning. Malloy Miles strikes out the side. Well, she struck out two. And I got a fly out. But anyway, this is French Settlement Lions softball brought to you by Village Markets and LA Bulls. We'll be right back.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
So good for the first 5 seconds of the flavor he got.
And we're back here at Lions Park, man. Got a full house tonight. You got softball, first round of playoffs, playing North Webster. 5 p.m. start, and then baseball playing North Webster as well. How often does that happen that you get?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so pretty good for them. I guess it helps out on their on their travel.
Yeah, they lucked out.
Yeah, maybe get a little bit of a discount on them hotels. Because baseball's got to stay tonight because they'll play again tomorrow. I think softball's a one-game deal, right?
Yeah, softball is like the other sports.
Then the circle for the Knights is going to be Emma Newsom, number 5.
You know, I got a question for you, Nolan. Why does the baseball do the 3-game series?
I'm really not sure. I wish I had a better answer for you. I know they've kind of been playing with it a while. Baseball, it used to be 1-game series.
Still is
and
in some divisions.
Yes, it's messed up.
I guess what I don't understand is why to get to the championship games, because do they do Final Four of like semifinals and championship at Sulphur? Or
yeah, once you get to Sulphur, it's a 1-game deal. No, not this year. Okay, see, so it's changed.
That's what I never understood, how it was a series to get there, but once you got there, it was one and done.
So
I feel like it should have been the other way around.
This year it's
Acosta gets hit in the back and gets first base, so the Lions got their first runner of the game. That's going to bring in Malloy Miles, the pitcher, stepping into the box. Malloy Miles can run it out of here. Let's see if we get some fireworks early here in this first-round playoff game. Yeah, I don't know why LHSAA is doing all that. I don't get it.
3 games the whole way through. Semifinals are at host school.
Miles hits one.
Oh, so
to
semifinals are no longer at Sulphur. It's at the higher seeds. I feel like it should be single, and then you get the championship, then you play 3. Kind of similar to, I say similar, but it's kind of similar to like how they do Omaha. like it's double elimination tournament, but once you get to the finals, it's just best of 3.
That's going to bring in Remy Gautreau. Remy is really, really toughing this one out. She's, if you look at that right leg, it's just damaged as all get out. But girl's tough, and she's going to step into the box with runners at second and third with no outs.
Yeah, that's a sign of a true competitor right there.
She definitely is. And look, when she's healthy, when she's hurt, it doesn't matter. If you make a mistake, she will make you pay. I've seen her hit some moon shots out of this ballpark.
We were commentating the game when she hurt her knee, I believe.
Yep. Lets that changeup go upstairs. Looks like North Webster is going to try and keep the Lions off balance with a lot of off-speed pitching. Good chance for the Lions to just kind of strike first and set the tone right here.
Ooh.
And there's a strike over the inside corner. Softball's a fast game. It's it's a lot of hit the ball on the ground and run. Any kind of mistakes or bobbles on the infield usually results in a base hit. That looked pretty good from here. Might have crossed a little high in the zone, but we ain't complaining because even here we wear those green and gold glasses.
Always.
And Gautreau draws the walk.
Yeah, bases loaded here, no outs.
Bases loaded. Stella Allison stepping into the box. Another one that if you make a mistake, she'll make you pay. I'll give a shout out to Mr. Floyd Bayham, giving out some T-shirts to the first 40 students that come through the ballpark today. It was pretty awesome. Got you one?
Yeah, Bentley got him one.
Bentley's got a new T-shirt. The settlement on the front.
My qualification ran out 2 years ago.
Yeah, it did. Yep. Sometimes you can sneak through and get one, but unfortunately, Miss Tasha's working the gate. She knows who's a student, who's not. There's a ball on the inside. Stella's 1-1 here.
Well, I tell you what, got a nice little scenario here for the cleanup here. Stella Allison.
Yep. They just want to hit the ball hard right here. Now, you don't want to be a hero. You just hit something hard and make something happen.
To the infield.
And 2-1. I love 2-1 counts because I know the pitcher doesn't want to go 3-1. So I'm going to sit on their favorite pitch and see if I can hit it as far as I can right here. And Stella gets a hold of one, drives it back over her head. That's going to bang off the wall. That might clear the bases.
2 runners coming home. They'll stop the third one at third. Nice job by Stella Allison there to get a 2 RBI double.
There you go. So Lions on the board first. Probably would have cleared him. Remy's on a bad wheel, so they just held her up at third, and rightfully so. I mean, you got no outs, runners at second and third again, so
they can't pinch runner.
They can, but you can only do that for so many people. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not the rule guru in baseball or softball, so.
I know. For catcher and pitcher, you can pinch run them without having to sub them. It's called like courtesy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Remy is playing third. It's Jillian Cullen stepping in. Had her signing. She's going to play college softball at Louisiana College. She's going to join her big sister, right?
Oh, she's still playing there? Claire's still playing?
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
Actually, Claire had a pretty good game last week. It might have been last week or maybe this week, but was tattooing the ball. So
I remember watching her play when she was.
Yeah, she was a dog.
Yeah.
Cullen gets on a hit by pitch. That'll bring up Amelia Rostow. Rostow, a 7th grader, but holding her own. She's played a whole season. Those injuries kind of let her into the door, and then she proved herself to where she's staying on the field.
Hey, you hate to see, when you're down on the depth chart in any situation, all you ask for a chance, and you hate to see it come due to injury, but, I mean, some things are just out of your control, and you got to make the most of your opportunities. And from what it sounds like she did that.
She definitely did.
And she gets a nice cut there.
And every time I've seen her play, she's gotten better and better and better. So she's getting that experience and really harnessing the lessons that she's learned. I did watch her. My little girl played on the middle school team, and Rostow was by far probably the best player on that team, and so she can play. Hits a little dribbler over to third base. They're going to throw home, and
she scored?
oh no,
Did
they got her.
Oh, it
Yeah.
looked like she hit the plate there before
I thought she
caught
did
it.
too. Now you got to slide right there to make it dirty. If you slide right there, maybe that gives it a different look. But I'll give her the pass on that bad leg. That's going to bring up Hadley Spellman. Hadley Spellman's behind the plate today. Man, and the next girl coming up, Jacelyn. I messed up her name.
Pop
in the
by
line.
there. And it's going to find a
That
little...
drops. Tell you what, if you're North Webster, those right there, those come back to haunt you. The ones that you just kind of let float up in the air and you don't get under, those will come back and bite you. Because now it's 1 out. Instead of 2 outs, it's 1 out with the bases loaded. And they are going to, looks like they're going to run for Spellman, who's the catcher. That's going to bring up Jacelyn Babin, who I sincerely apologize to, because at the start lineups I called her Jacqueline Babin. And I actually told her when I was walking off the field, I was like, Jacelyn, I am totally sorry. It won't happen again. So, anyway, Jacelyn, if you're rewatching this, I apologize. I was nervous. It happens.
She the manager for the girls team for basketball?
I think so. That's what I love about this school is like they're so involved with just about everything that goes on, you know.
How about Ryland Delanouville, too? I don't think she's ever played softball in her life and joined this year.
Really?
I think so.
Ryland Delanouville just has that work ethic and that motor. It's no surprise. Babin fouls one off.
Bases loaded once again. Only 1 out. Tell you what, being a heavy underdog like North Webster is, I don't think this is the start you wanted.
No, it's definitely not. This will kill any kind of vibe that you got going, and then you got to restart that motor, which is hard to do, especially when you're facing a pitcher like Miles. A 3-spot is sometimes all she needs, especially if that changeup is working. Fastball is always going to be there for her. If she can get that changeup working, she's almost unhittable.
Yeah, you know, when the Lady Lions can get the bats going, they can beat anybody with who they got on the mound. Well, I guess on the circle, not a mound.
Yeah.
With Malloy and Miles. And, like, the game that they lost, they would lose, like, 1-0, 2-0. Like, it wasn't because of the defense. Just couldn't get any hits going. And that's just the sport of softball and baseball as a strikeout there from North Webster.
Yeah, Babin strikes out right there. It's going to bring in Danny Delhomer, the 8th grader. So we got 2 middle schoolers starting and have been playing for a while. Danny can swing it too. She can hit some balls hard somewhere. Be a good time for one right here. Danny's first playoff appearance. Going to be one of those Lions that by the time she's done playing here, you'd have heard her name a million times. Danny also a 2-sporter playing basketball.
A lot of 2-sport athletes.
Yep. Man. North Webster's fans not too pleased with that pitch call right there. It did look like it kind of got in the zone. There's been a few of those.
They looked a little hot to me.
There you go. I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, it looks like it hit her on the elbow.
Oh, wow. And
that's going to bring a run home.
And what it also is going to do is bring up Ava Acosta, the leadoff. So the Lions turned the lineup over in the first inning, and Acosta comes up with bases loaded, and this is definitely not the situation you wanted to get in.
Yeah, back at the top of the lineup, you only got 2 outs.
And you're
bases are loaded.
You're about to face 4 girls in a row, 5 girls in a row that can really swing the bat.
Yeah, this expire out. Oh, we got a grounder though, and I think it got through.
Yep, it gets through all the way to the fence.
2 runners.
That's
going to
bring in everybody. And
everybody's coming around. You're right.
A triple cleans them up.
And this one is starting to get away from North Webster already here in the first inning. Got to wonder if their coach is going to come out for a
yeah, I'm surprised
meeting.
she hasn't. But, you know, when you're – I mean, the pitcher has hit quite a few ball players. Those turn into chaos once you start walking people, free passes, hit by pitch and everything. And then if your defense isn't playing behind you, the
pop
wheels
flies
are going to
dropping.
fall off.
Yep.
Malloy Miles steps into the box, takes ball 1. And ball 2 on Miles. Tell you what, it would really work in French Settlement's favor to get a. I hate to say this, but get maybe a 15-run rule in the 3rd inning, and
Announcer's jinx, ladies and gentlemen. If you if you're a regular LSPN fan, you should know quite well about the announcer's jinx with Mr. Nolan Valenti this season, and it was real during the basketball season. I don't know how it's been during the baseball and softball season, but
well, if you're into good games, maybe we just signed one up for you right here. Webster coming
comeback of the century coming.
And Mrs. Lowe to go 3-1 on Miles. See if Miles just comes uncorked right here and punishes one. Baseball teams are warming up on the baseball field right across the way. Here's the pitch to Miles and misses outside. So that'll put runners at the corners, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout from the pitcher, from the North Webster coach. Maybe not. No, I think we're doing a pinch runner for Malloy, yes.
Courtesy.
And that'll bring in Remy Gautreau. Remy takes ball 1. That changeup is not dropping into the zone at all. Lions, runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs.
Rudy might be getting a big crowd early here tonight.
Yeah. Saw Coach Jamie Gautreau down there. Come and check it out. You see him in your screen down there in the bottom left-hand corner, sipping on that fountain drink. Remy takes ball 2.
You know, I don't know if you knew this, Nolan, but Mr. Jamie is now with the Livingston Parish maintenance crew.
Yes. Yeah, he sure is. He said he loves his job.
That's what I heard, too.
Yeah.
So, hey, as long as you love it, I guess, hey, good for you, man. Retired in the fall. My old PE coach. I said coach, PE teacher.
Hey, look at Bentley going down there and shake his hand. I tell you what, Bentley looks cool as a fan today with those sunglasses on.
Me and him went to the barber shop yesterday, got some fresh fades. He got that mullet, bringing the mullet back out for the summer, I guess.
That one gets away. Runner's going to score there. It'll be 8-0. Lions with runners at 1st and 3rd.
So is it a 15-run rule, first 3 innings, and past that it's 10?
Yes.
Gotcha.
15 after 3. I think it's 10 after 5.
Stella Allison back up to the plate. Seen she's been balling in AAU.
Yeah, Stella's a different breed. They don't make too many Stella Allisons. I remember watching her play football and just being by far the best kid on the field.
I think our brothers would have something to say
tackle
about that.
Well, luckily, I don't know if they were on the same team. They couldn't have been because the age difference.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're right.
Luckily for them, they weren't.
Well, Edward could have passed for Stella with his long hair he had back in the day.
Edward played on the first travel ball team I ever coached. He didn't have a clue where the ball was going when he threw it, but if he put the bat on it, you wasn't stopping him.
Northwestern.
Struggling.
No, Webster. Excuse me. North Webster. They're just trying to get this final out and get this first inning over with so they can get back to the bats and try to get some runs back.
Yeah, Newsom just really, really struggling up there to find a strike zone. Missing out, missing in. It's tough when you can't consistently get into the zone and you're all over the place. Then when you get one close, it's hard for the umpire to give you that strike.
And, it's already hard enough when you're, double-digit seed, going on the road, facing a single-digit seed in postseason, especially when you have critical errors just to start the game. Pass balls, errors. It's a lot to overcome, especially in playoffs. Every little detail matters.
Yeah, and then you can start seeing the body language from your teammates and everything. I really feel for him right now. She's really in her head.
Yeah, she looks frustrated.
Not sure what grade she's in, but hopefully she's got some more softball left to play.
That's the tough thing about this time of year, you know.
Yeah.
In all sports, not just softball and baseball, you know, you're ready for the playoffs because, you know, the competition, you know, the cream rises to the top. And, you know, you want good games and all. Winner go home stakes, you know, everybody loves it for a fan's perspective. But, you know, when you're a parent, you're a senior out there, it's a little different.
Yep, when you're a senior, you're not sure if you're playing your last game until it's the end of your last game. Yep. I had a Facebook memory come up this week, and it was my son on this field, right, this baseball field right here, his last game of his senior season, and that was 3 years ago, and that was hard to look at, man. It brought back those feelings.
Yep.
You know, very long meeting. I think she's might be struggling, needing to get some hydration going.
They are wearing all black, and
it's cooking out there. I'm telling you,
wearing that all black definitely only makes it hotter.
The weather this week has been pleasant, and for whatever reason, the good Lord turned the heat up for this game because I was out there on the field. It's hot. Wouldn't be Louisiana though. So back to the action. It's going to be Jillian Cullen stepping into the box with the bases juiced. And Jillian could really put an exclamation point on this inning right here with a good swing of the bat. There's strike one. Looks like the meeting worked. Got the first one across the plate. You know, I was thinking when I walked up, I walked up, Malloy's on the side warming up. She's throwing gas, throwing the changeup, showing everybody what she's got. Everybody's looking at her from North Webster. I was watching their fans. I was watching some of their players. They're all looking over there, and then you see that state championship sign in left field 2023, and you know Malloy was the 8th grader player of the year. That
MVP
year.
of the tournament, too.
And so it's got to kind of put in your head, like, okay, we're not – this isn't your average 9 seed, right? 8 seed, 9 seed.
Not comparing her to Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is a different animal, but it was kind of that same effect, you know. I remember, I think it was the Florida game. It was the game 3, and it was a chance Paul Skeens got the pitch, and Jay Johnson just trotted him out there to the bullpen, and then they pan to Florida's dugout, and like
Cullen hits one down the line. That's a foul ball.
It's like whatever confidence they had left in that game left when they saw that man go to the bullpen, and it's kind of like what you just described there. When you got an ace on the mound, the confidence, you know, it takes a lot to believe, you know, hey, we can score enough to win this game.
Yeah, and it's you know, if you're looking at the bracket and you see French Settlement with that. Are we the 8 or the 9?
I think we're the 8, huh?
Look at the French Settlement. We're the 8 seed. You see that 8 by their name. None of these coaches are going to say, hey, that's an 8 seed. They're going to say, hey, that's the team that's been in the big show the last two years, and they got just about the same roster. So
just some unfortunate circumstances.
Might want to take these gals serious. And another walk.
Going to walk one in. Malloy will hit the plate.
It's going to bring up Rosto. Rosto, the 7th grader. Got hit by a pitch her last time out. And misses high.
Just want to see North Webster's pitcher just trying to gut this out, get this last out so they can regroup, or at least try to regroup in the dugout after this inning.
Yeah. Really feel bad for Newsom right here. A lot of struggles right now. Not sure. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we don't know much about North Webster. Not sure who they got besides Newsom that can pitch. But as they let her keep going, it kind of tells me that there really ain't much out there.
Got 2 strikes, though, I believe, right here.
2-1 right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. As the baseball team continues to warm up, looks like the Lions are going to throw Trevor McMorris today.
You know, if I was Newsom's, I mean, granted, I don't know much about softball or baseball, but, you know, if I was there, the one calling the pitches, I think I'd just throw a strike every time and just try to let your defense play behind you at this point, not try to pitch around, you know.
It looks like they're going to go ahead and make a change right now. Maybe they had somebody getting loose in the bullpen, but coach is calling timeout, going to the umpire for some substitutions. So we'll take a break right here while they make that change, and we'll be right back. This is French Settlement Lions Softball, brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with today's youth, but you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
So here we go, North Webster putting in a new pitcher. Hadn't really got, and I don't have a lineup that has, let's see if we can find out who this young lady is.
Last name is Ray.
As soon as we get a number.
Anna Ray?
Oh, you got a number?
No, I'm looking on the game changer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be Anna Ray, number 18. She was playing shortstop. There we go.
See if Ray can get him out the inning here.
If you're Ray, you just want to split the plate. Let the chips fall where they may. Bases loaded.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Throw it down the pipe. They hit homers. Oh, well. I mean, you're already down 10-0, you know.
It's going to bring in Hadley Spillman, the catcher. Hadley got a good look at all those warm-up pitches. Bases full of Lions.
Tell you what, it's been a couple, honestly, this is probably the first time I've been in this ballpark since I graduated in 23.
Man.
They got a lot more improvements since I've been here.
They've been doing some work, that's for sure.
Nice brick backstops.
Yeah.
New batting cage back there.
Yeah, man. Have you been? You need to go take a walk and go check that indoor facility out. It's the real deal. Just trying to talk them into building us a press box for softball. That needs to happen.
They got a new dugout too, it looks like.
And a little foul tip right here.
I mean, all they really need to do, I feel like, is just make it double-sided. You know?
2-1.
Oh, that's going to be a strike there.
Yeah.
Thought that might have been a little outside.
Well, I'd imagine that the umpire is going to open
yeah.
it up a little bit.
As he should.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's a grounder.
Ground ball to third.
Oh, it popped up in the air.
Man.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Man, when it rains, it pours for North Webster right now.
Did that hit the base?
Get it out. So Lions get up 11-0.
Base is still loaded.
Base is still juiced. Tell you what, that ball might have jumped up and hit one of the players the way they're checking on her right there. Is that Mama Rose sitting right there behind the backstop?
Oh, yeah, she's here. You know her. Lion proud.
She's got to have a gold card where she gets into all the games for free, I'd imagine, right?
I think she has one of those, because she worked for the parish. She was the computer lab teacher at Marpaw.
Okay.
Retired from there. So I think she got a retirement card that they only, or senior, I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Jacelyn Babin steps in the box, takes strike one. Base is still loaded.
Come on, North Webster. Get out the inning here.
Lions up 11-1.
What's their mascot?
North Webster is the Knights.
The Knights.
Yeah.
You don't hear that too often.
No. And I was looking. I follow their coach, their head football coach on Facebook, Coach Wilson.
You friends with him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know him personally, but we're Facebook friends, so that's good enough.
That's right.
So if he's listening right now, what's up, Coach? How you doing?
Foul ball there.
Fouls one off, and
you know, I've never heard of North Webster.
I've never heard of North Webster either, but they've got a pretty proud football tradition up there. Looks like they're trying to build something right here. It looks like they had a little signing for the class of 2029 to come in and play some high school football, which is pretty cool. You don't see a lot of that going on.
No.
You know what else is pretty cool? Albany is doing Sons and Squats. Their football program is inviting, that's a foul ball, and that'll put the count at 2-2. They're inviting the fathers of the football players or male role models to come in during workouts to encourage the boys to lift.
I like that idea.
They got, and look, there's a lot of energy going on over there. I've been watching some of the videos. It's pretty cool.
Not to mention, the first settlement got the sons and moms prom.
Yeah.
Take your mom to prom coming up.
Is Bentley taking your mom to prom?
He hasn't asked her yet.
Oh, man.
I don't
Slipping,
know.
Bentley. Babin gets a hold of one. That's back there. That's deep.
Is it gone?
And it is out. She makes the catch. I was watching the umpire because it got out of the screen. But anyway, Lions scratch 11.
Northwestern gets out. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, you're good. Lions scratch 11. Northwestern coming back up the bat. Boston's going to check out. He did one inning, and he said, I'm done.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Nice being on LSPN, and I'll go back to my vacation till the fall.
See you in basketball, brother. This is Lions Net LSPN with Village Markets. I messed all that up. We'll be right back.
Terrible. I cut you off.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
All right, welcome back. So we traded a ball fonts for a ball fonts. Am I saying your last name right? He turned it off.
Hi. Hello.
There There we go.
Hello. All right.
You're all the way in.
It's not ball fonts. It's bow fans.
Bow fans. Okay, so I'll say it right the rest of the time. Malloy Miles pours in strike.
It's a
one.
Germany last name, so
German, eh?
they say it all different.
That's okay.
Bow fans. We say bow fonts.
That's. I've always said bow fonts, but I'll say bow fans. You tell me what to say. And
You can stick with what you were saying.
there's another strike by Malloy Miles. Anyway, we got Bentley coming in here, taking the mic over. Got to wipe all the spit off from Boston, but he's ready to go. The younger brother, much more cooler brother than Boston. Got the shades on today with a fresh cut.
Knows good music.
Knows some good music. Yeah, I could have slipped some music trivia while Boston was in here. Can't do that with Bentley. Bentley will take all your money. 1-2. Miles gets the strikeout. And, man, North Webster, just the body language is not good right now. And, I mean, you can't blame them. You go down 11-0 in the first inning. That's a deflator.
Especially at the second inning.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's a tough task. Trying to get any runs against Miles, trying to get 11. I think we can count on maybe one hand how many times somebody scored 11 runs on Miles in her high school career. 0-1, squares the bunt, and she does, and fouls it off.
I ain't got to worry about no foul balls hitting the press box now, hopefully.
I wouldn't say that because it can get over here.
Oh, it can?
Yeah, it can get over here. And the thing is,
knock on wood.
I don't know if we're going to be able to warn you good enough. Just the angle that we got here, it might get both of us. Hopefully in a baseball game we get a couple, though. And there's strike 3. Malloy Miles making quick work here in the second inning, trying to get those hot bats back on the field.
What is Prince Selma softball ranked, Mr. Noel?
They are the 8th seed in the softball tournament. Right over here on the baseball field, they'll be the 9 seed. Playing North Webster in baseball as well, which is pretty cool.
Man.
Malloy Miles in the circle, fully commanding everything that's going on right now.
Man, this team, they barely lost anyone in the past couple of years.
Yeah, not many senior. Only going to lose one senior this year, as Jillian Cullen, and have gotten quite a few of the youngsters. Yeah, you got 2 middle school players right now that are starting for the softball team.
Wow.
So you got Danny Dale-Homer, who's in 8th grade. You got Amelia Rosto, who's in 7th grade. And so they're very young, very young.
Good future right there.
No doubt. Yeah. It's, Malloy Miles is just a 10th grader. So.
Oh, yeah. She was winning state championship in 8th grade.
Yep. Malloy Miles with a 1-2 count. Here's the offering. And misses up and out. Oh, we called strike 3 right there. Wowza. We'll take that. That'll end the inning. And, man, that's unfortunate for North Webster. But that is the end of the top of the second. That was way up there. Yeah, he's opened the strike zone up quite a bit. I don't know if I would be too happy about that if I was North Webster. So the coach is coming out here to talk to him a little bit. Anyway, that's the end of the top of the second. We'll be right back. This is French Southern Alliance softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets.
You may not know where you stand with today's youth, but you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
And so we're back here for the bottom of the second. Lions coming up with an 11-0 lead. Just going to give you guys a heads up. Whenever the baseball team, the starting lineups need to be announced, we're going to pause the announcing on the live stream. The video will still go, but the announcing will pause while we announce the starting lineups and do the national anthem for them. So just want to give you a heads up for that. In the box is Danny Delhomer, leading it off for French Settlement.
The middle schooler, huh?
Yeah, 8th grader. Danny is the designated player. In softball, they call her a designated player. In baseball, they would call her a designated hitter.
All right.
So she is actually hitting for Riley Delonaville, who's playing left field.
Okay.
Softball a little bit different. A lot of the same concepts, if you will, with baseball. But there are some differences in the way they play the game and strategies and stuff like that, which it takes a little while to learn it. I coached softball at Dutchtown High School for 2 years, and it was an eye-opening experience for me, that's for sure. So
Win a lot.
we did. We were very successful, and if it wasn't for John Curtis, we might have a couple state championships. Dale Homer draws the walk. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Ava Acosta.
Oh my God! I know, right? Where was that? I know, right? That ref ain't seen well. I can see that being involved.
All right, so we're back. Got some sound for you again. Had to do the starting lineups for the baseball team. They're about to get underway over there. French Settlement really taking control of this game, up 15-0. With one out here in the bottom of the second. Batting for French Settlement is the catcher, Hadley Spellman. Coach Cade messed me up on that starting lineup. He wrote Hans Roussel twice on there. Foul ball for Spellman. Brings it count to 2-1. There's a pitch. And Spellman goes 3-1. I'm sorry, full count. Spellman still working with a full count. Lions are runners at first and second.
Yeah, I don't think this game is going the way that the Knights wanted it to.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, it's we've talked about that quite a bit. How it just the wheels just fell off in the first inning, and unfortunate, but sometimes that's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Lions a very, very seasoned playoff softball team, that's for sure. Spellman hanging in there. Spellman hits one in the air. Infield fly going to be called, and that'll be the batter will be out. The runners will stay where they're at. Not sure what's going on. Little. Oh, pitching. Oh, I got you. Jaden Bully going to get her first at bat in the playoffs. Another youngster. She's a 7th grader as well. Very, very, very bright future for this young lady.
Yeah.
I've been watching her play for a while. Her mom's the coach over there on first base. She can swing it.
I mean, at this rate of the game, Nolan's 15-0. I mean, you want to get some of those
oh yeah,
people that's them bench people. You want to get them in the field,
Also, it's a there's another purpose too, because Lions they're the walking wounded right now. You got a lot of girls that aren't dressed that would be in the starting lineup from injuries. You don't want to chance anything else.
Very true.
And so if you got it in hand and you got a pitcher like Malloy Miles in the circle, get some of these youngsters some bats. And you don't really step off much here. I mean, yeah, she's a 7th grader, but she can definitely swing it.
Oh, most definitely.
Can already hear the parents yelling at the umpire here at the baseball game. And Bully gets hit by a pitch, and she'll go down to first base. So that'll load the bases up. And it's going to bring up, let's see who this is. It looks like Jillian.
Number 2.
Number 2. Danny, that's Danny Delhomer. What am I doing? Tell you what, we took that break from announcing the softball game and threw me off a little bit. And Delhomer swings and misses. 2 outs here. Danny swings and misses there for strike 2. Might be one of those swing at everything approaches right here just to try and get out of this. North Webster on the baseball field scores first. Gets 1 run across with 2 outs here. We will be going live to that ball game after the conclusion of this one. We're going to stay on the same link. Okay, we'll stay right here. And that'll do it for the bottom of the second. That'll be it for the second inning. Lions going to come out for the top of the third in the field. It's French Settlement Lions softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets. We'll be right back.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Faith Under the Lights with Zach and Nolan, where faith and sports collide. Join us as we spotlight athletes unashamed of the gospel on and off the field. Follow us on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
These are all jobs for someone with autism. Yet only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work. To learn more and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
All right, so we're back. See if French Settlement can close this one out. Malloy Miles in the circle.
Man, it's a hot day to play some softball.
Yep, yeah, we definitely a cooker out there.
Feels like the desert weather right now. Hot in the day, and later on might get cool throughout the night.
So Malloy Miles going back to work with a 15-run lead. Probably just going to fill that strike zone up. And there's strike 1. Little dribbler over to second base. And it gets through into center field. So a little base hit right there. And bring up number 22, Ella Campbell. Ella's playing center field, left field today. Here's the offering from Miles. And it hits Campbell. So North Webster with no outs and runners at first and second. And Emma Newsom, who I believe is going to be Emma Newsom. Maybe not. North Webster with runners at first and second. Over to Stella. Stella throws it across the diamond to get the out at first. But North Webster looking to try to stay in this game and keep it alive with runners at second and third with just one out. And I apologize. I have no idea where they're at in their lineup because that was a pinch hitter. So if I can get a number on this young lady. Swing and a miss. And another swing and a miss. Quickly down 0-2.
How my brother do up here early?
I thought Boston did a good job. He's pretty good at announcing. This right here is Carrie Ann Allen, number 10. But yeah, you can tell he'd much rather be announcing something that's going into a net instead of being hit with a bat. But he did a good job. I think Brooke would be proud. Ariana White going to step in for her second at bat of the game. 2 outs. And North Webster's got to get this run across that third to stay in this ball game. There's strike one. Lions here in the bottom of the first in the baseball game got a runner at first base with no outs. There's strike two. So Miles 1 strike away to slam the door here for the Lions and cap this game at a 15-0 score. See if North Webster's got anything left in the tank. There's the pitch on the inside corner and misses. Evens the count at 2-2. A lot of fans still rolling into the ballpark. I imagine that most of these softball fans will peel on over to the baseball game. And misses low. That'll even the count. Full count. One pitch away from Aloy Miles. And there's a foul ball. So North Webster hanging on with all that they have. Adriana White, the first baseman, hanging in there with a full count against one of the top pitchers in the state.
North Webster got any seniors I know of, Mr.
No,
Nolan?
I'm not sure. And there's strike three, so that'll do it. Ball game. French Settlement wins the first round and advances with a score of 15-0 over North Webster. Want to wish North Webster a safe trip back up north. Great season for you guys, and great job by French Settlement by advancing to the next round. There is going to be a new link for the baseball game to go on YouTube, so you'll have to get off of this one. Click back over to that one. You can catch us live. They're in the first inning right now, and the score is 1-0, but the Lions do have a runner on third base. So, French Settlement Lions softball brought to you by LA Bulls and Village Markets. Thanks for tuning in.